What's up?
Ooh.
Everybody, man, listen, make sure you hit subscribe on that YouTube button. You know the drill, man. Sissy, personality of the year. What's going on, man?
Hello. I am doing amazing.
I love talking to my radio people because they already know how to do this. I ain't got to coach them.
Absolutely.
They just gonna come out. You
absolutely. Absolutely.
So, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
Personality of the year.
I've been doing this on the morning show for 3 years, and to be nominated for the Southern Entertainment Awards is amazing. So I really appreciate Gennaro and Jesse for nominating. Well, they didn't do it. They was like, people nominated me. So
right.
I just appreciate the whole situation right here. 20 years next year for the SEAs. Come on, let's go.
Like, really, I mean, how many people are really doing anything for 20 years in the industry? Like,
not a lot.
Solid, like, come on, man. Stop
not
playing.
a lot.
Absolutely.
No.
So,
absolutely not.
Well, speaking of the SEA Awards, let's just get this out of the way. How did you actually, besides this nomination, did you know about them before that?
I did. I was a presenter last year.
Oh, okay.
I presented last year, and our morning show, the Kenny Spoon Morning Show, won in 2020 for best morning show. So it was during COVID. Nothing was happening. So everybody was just at home, but it was great. But we were nominated for Morning Show of the Year, and we won. So I've known about SCAs with Gennaro and Jesse because they're my friends,
right, for
a long time. Right. But never would I have thought that I was going to be nominated for something, because I've only been doing the morning show when Tom Joyner retired. We took over
right
in Nashville from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I never thought I was nominated with my boss, Kenny Smooth, and I won over Kenny Smooth.
That's crazy.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Who does that?
I don't know. Apparently Sissy does. So let's get to you know what? You fill some huge shoes. I mean, there's not many people talking about they came
Tom
to
Joyner
Tom
is amazing.
Joyner,
Yeah,
right?
Shout out Tom Joyner.
That's legendary big shoes. How was
Anthony
that?
Brown. Shout out to everybody. Well, when he retired, what happened was before he retired, like about 9 months before he retired, Cumulus Media knew that he was going to retire. So they was like, we need to do something quick. We need to do something.
Right.
So they went to Kenny Smooth and they said, we need to do a morning show, a local morning show. Who do you have? And he said, Sissy Brown. I was like, oh shit.
Right. And that's how it happens.
And that's how it happens.
It be like that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's how it.
I mean, outside of winning awards and all that good stuff.
This is my first award, so it's not I'm not winning awards. This is my first one, so I was crying. I don't know if you were in there. I dedicated to my dad. He passed away about 8 days ago.
Oh wow, condolences.
And he was supposed to be here.
Wow.
So it's not like I'm doing all of this great stuff. I'm just here.
Yeah.
I'm just on the radio and I'm talking my true self and being myself, and people go, let me hear your radio voice. I'm like, no, I don't have a radio voice. This is me.
You sound like it too.
This is me.
I've never actually heard your show, but that makes sense to me because you sound like it. Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, first of all, it takes a lot of fortitude to come through after you have somebody like that that's close to you, pass like that, and I know a lot of times that's what pushes us to come up and put on for them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they would have wanted you to do the same thing, and definitely would have wanted you to be here.
And my dad was gonna be here.
Right. So yeah,
and
that's
he
tough.
passed away about 8 days ago, and he was gonna be here because we booked it a long time ago. Yeah. So my dad was like, I'm coming, and he passed away.
My baby girl get that award.
Man,
right? What? I got a daddy's girl too, so I understand. I do. You know what I'm saying? I do.
Thank you.
I do.
Oh,
my baby love me too. You know what I'm saying?
Your daddy's. How's your baby?
I will fuck you about my baby.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Period.
How old is she?
She's in college. She's 20. She's gonna be 21 in 3
Man.
weeks. She's throwing a Project X style party at my house. So she thinks.
Black don't crack.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Look at this right here. Black don't crack.
Yeah.
It don't.
I'm 45
She's
years
21.
old. Yeah, she's 21.
I'm 50.
Right. So again, say it again.
I'm 50 and he's 41 and black don't crack. What's up?
So I don't know what y'all youngins gonna do. Good luck.
What you gonna do? You better keep up.
So speaking of, so we're internet radio, right? Mm-hmm. And FM radio, and I had an interesting conversation with CEO Mike about some of the stuff that we talked about was about the stance of radio. Like, where do you feel FM radio is right now as far as just, you think it's going to be here a while, the space? Like, how's everything going? Because, iHeart had their problems and whatnot and what have you. Mm-hmm. A lot of the other smaller stations got gobbled up. Morning shows are being syndicated. Everybody's getting fired. It's a lot going on at FM. But you're in there right now. Can you give me a little bit about that?
Well, we are in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
We are not syndicated. We are Nashville's morning show, and that's where it is. That's where it is because
Right.
we give the local. We give what everybody. Steve Harvey. I'm a name drop.
Ooh.
Steve Harvey.
Shit, let me move the.
Michael Basin. He's gone now. He's on like about 13 stations now. But Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, all of those, they're syndicated. So they do like the national everything in the world. But with Nashville, with 92Q, we do what's going on in our city.
Exactly.
So it's live and local, and it's what it is. And people are always like, you know what? I love that you do that because you're telling me what's going on. And when I go to work,
Right.
I can talk about it and say, oh, yeah, I heard that on the morning show.
Right.
Because that's what's going on down the street in my house, not in Washington, D.C., or not in Indiana, and not in Florida, which is good because we do want to be syndicated, but we will always be rooted in Nashville and still have what we have for Nashville. And then we'll go out in the trajectory of the world, but we're always going to be rooted in Nashville.
And I felt like that was the biggest problem with that FM had. When they did that, when they started making like Breakfast Club or whatever show.
Don't talk to me about Breakfast Club.
Well, I'm just saying because I'm in Atlanta, so we're in Atlanta.
Okay.
So it's like you don't realize how many people that ticked off. Like I know y'all trying to save money or whatever and just use this particular popular show, but like people do want to hear. Especially on their drive in the morning while they're in that traffic.
They want to hear the traffic.
Right, they
Where are the wrecks?
Right, they want to hear the people that actually live here. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that was a crazy mistake by the big boys. But those are the powers that be.
Hey,
this little old us.
But he's telling it.
Little old award winning us.
He's telling it.
Little old SCA 2022 award winning us.
He's telling the truth because whenever we're driving and we're going into work and we want to know what the traffic is, but we can't get it because it's a syndicated show.
Right.
Because that's what's going to happen with the Kenny Smooth Morning Show on 92Q. We're going to, once we become syndicated, because it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. And we are going to give the traffic. We're going to give everything locally. And then we're going to go out syndicated to everything else. But that's the thing with like Steve Harvey. If he's based out of Houston, he doesn't represent Houston and then go branch out. Right. Wherever you are, you're Atlanta.
Right.
So if he's in Atlanta, he should represent Atlanta and then branch out.
Exactly.
The syndicated radio stations just do for everybody, and people are like, okay, I got to turn the station. I got to go on my internet, or I got to go on Google or do something to find out what the weather is, to find out what the traffic is and all that, because they don't represent where they are. And that's what the Kenny Smooth Morning Show is. We are authentic, and we make sure that we say what it is for our people in Nashville, and then we branch out.
Absolutely, I love it. So one more thing, and because we got to talk to other people, and I want to hold you up. You know what I'm saying? I got to ask you, this is because we're at the Southern Entertainment Awards, and our brand, what we do at K-100 Radio is we try to do as much as we can for independent artists, right? So
I love it.
And I understand that, FM is a different animal. You've got bosses and bosses and bosses and people they got to answer to, program directors, music directors, but whatever. But can you just give me any information about what you currently do or what you may do if you had as a personality, as a person on that platform, that you may in the future, even if you can't do it right now, that you would like to maybe think about in your brain that we can do to help some of your local Nashville artists, especially because that's where you're at, like to give them some shine on that platform that's got all those millions of listeners,
right?
Because a lot of people in Atlanta, they're Atlanta and they're on FM or whatever, but they actually don't have the power to play a song. They're not the person that actually makes that decision, even though you hear them every morning. People don't understand how that works. You know what I'm saying? So, can you just speak on that?
He just opened Pandora's box. So here's the deal.
I'll be here for the shit.
So my boss is the vice president of Cumulus Media. He is over 47 radio stations, Kenny Smooth. And when we have a local love segment on Fridays. Every Friday we do local love. And so we don't do music and we don't do book authors because there's so many that somebody can write a little handwritten book and say, I got a book. And we don't do that for a reason. The power that we have is nothing because it's up to your program director and it's up to whoever is in charge, like the vice president, Kenny Smooth. of Cumulus Media,
Right.
who's over 47 radio stations. We have no power. So let me be clear. When you guys inbox me, email me, text me, and
That's
let
the
me
answer
know
you want.
about, hey, here's a song. Let me put this song on. Can you get this song on the stage? No, I can't, because I have no power.
See?
I'm just a person on the radio, and the person that's on the radio that's in power is Kenny Smooth with Cumulus Media, the vice president of urban marketing and the program director. So whoever is on the radio station in any of the cities that you guys are on, the program director has the power. The program director, because he is programming the music, the commercials, the interviews, and everything. So make sure that you are aware, for you guys that are sending in music to him, to me, and then your music doesn't get played and you get mad at him. Don't get mad at him, because
whoa. I'm actually the program director.
wait. Okay, hold on.
I own the station and I'm a program director. I created it, but this
He
is different.
owns the station.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. But
let me be
but-
clear.
but-
So when you send it to him,
Yeah.
he makes the
I just
decisions
wanted you
on
to-
whether it's
I wanted
played
you
or
to say
not.
that out
But
loud.
if there is a person like myself, if I worked for him and I'm on the station and somebody sends it to me, guess what I do? I send it to him,
Yeah.
because he makes the decisions. So you have to be clear on that, because a lot of people send it and they say, hey, play it. And then when you don't play it, they go, you didn't play my song. It's not up to me. It's up to him. Period.
That's it.
Program directors and anybody above, program directors and above, it makes the decisions.
That's all.
him.
I just wanted y'all to hear it from somebody that's on FM radio. You know, and that is the difference between what we do and what they do. But it's all love. I just want y'all
We're
to know
just
it's
on the air
different.
talking.
It's a
He
difference.
makes the decisions on
This platform.
the music.
Yes.
He makes the decisions on the commercials.
The shows.
He makes the decision on who says what, who does what. That is his decision. And I want everybody to be clear. The people that are under him, we don't have no say so on nothing, because everything that we do, we got to bring it to him.
Yeah. I just happen to be a person that's a personality too. That's all.
I mean, so is Kenny. Kenny's the vice president, but he's also a personality, because his name is on the morning show.
Right.
But no matter what it is, whoever's the program director or above, we got to give it to them.
Yeah,
So if you guys send us some music and say, hey, can you play my song? Hey, I got this big hit. And it might be a big hit in your city where everybody's like, hey. But we can't do anything unless it goes through him.
Well,
That's just how it goes.
and that's all. That's going to be a wrap, folks. That's all we needed to hear. Congratulations. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Personality of the year.
Yes, personality of the year, and some game for you guys. You know what I'm saying, over here at K-100 Radio. Again, I've got to give a big shout out and salute to Gennaro and everybody at the SEL
And
Awards.
Gennaro and Jesse,
You know what I'm saying?
and Dwight,
Everybody.
Devontae Pope, everybody that has been
Dope.
doing it. Next year, I don't mean to stop your show.
No, go ahead.
Next year is the 20-year anniversary in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, I'm from Nashville, Ken Smooth Morning Show, 92Q, 92.1. Download the app. But next year is the 20-year anniversary, and it is going down. And everything that you've seen for the past 19 years, okay, all right. But next year, it's about to go down.
I'm not gonna miss that. I'm gonna.
You're going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Can we do this again next year?
Yeah. I feel like I can't miss that one. I'll be there for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there for
Okay,
that one.
okay,
All right. K100 Radio.
K100 Radio.